Hey folks, Taylor the PCN intern here, and I want to bring you some Old World content. I set up all of my dwarves that I have for the Old World on a little card table here, and I just want to go over them because I'm super excited to start working on dwarves again. This is going to be great. Sorry for the shaky hand cam footage. I actually can't find my tripod anywhere. I probably lent it to somebody and forgot that I lent it to somebody, but without further ado, let's check out these dwarves. Alright folks, here is every single dwarf model that I own. This is about 5,500 points unupgraded, so no runes, any of that sort of stuff, except for this guy right here. Let me just pull him out of here, Godzilla out of there. But yeah, this is about 5,500 points unupgraded, and I found even more stuff, so it might even be more than that. I'm not 100% sure, but let's take a look at him. As you can see, a lot of this stuff is in a state of either disrepair or just absolutely no paint on them whatsoever, which is something that I am going to be working on throughout the entire year of 2024, is getting these guys table ready and beyond, hopefully. I might do vlogs like this as well in future where I just go over my process and how everything is looking, but yeah, just keep an eye out, make sure to subscribe so you can keep up to date with any of those. But starting us off, we have 22 of the old metal longbeards with great weapons. I do have their shields. They're actually in a little cup over here, so most of the stuff that you don't see on the minis are in this little cup right here. But going back to these, yeah, they're mostly painted. I only have about 5 that are unpainted, and I'm planning on making a couple unit fillers to round it up to 30 minis. But that'll take a little bit of time. We'll get to that later. Behind them, we have 30 hand weapon shield warriors. Again, the shields are in the little cup over there. I'm just painting them separately because they're hard to get behind when you're painting the mini. But yeah, you gotta have your sword and board warriors because they're just a great block, especially in 9th edition. They're gonna be holding the line for us. I'm super excited to get more paint on these guys. Behind them, we have 2 units of Thunderers. We have one that's unpainted with no guns. Again, guns are in the cup. And over here, we have a unit that is purple-based, as you can see. I have green over here, and then we've got some purple going on here. Now, purple was an old scheme that I was using, and I'm going to be upgrading these dwarves with a green scheme because they're going to be from Karakirn. And behind them, we have a couple of units of Quarrelers, and they are in various states of primed and repaired. And then our last bit of core, we have 30 Great Weapon Warriors as well. Again, they're in all sorts of different states. Huge shout out to Big Chuck, who painted the ones that are painted. I'll probably be either stripping or painting over them in future. Well, that's our core. Let's move on to special. We have some Avatar of War's Hammerers here, and a couple of the old metal ones in the back as well. I believe there's 25 here, so we need another 5 or so for unit fillers to round it up to 30, because I'd like to have 30 of each different option available to me. And then over here we have 30 of the metal iron breakers. I'm super excited to have an entire unit of 30 iron breakers, especially all metal. Again, shields, they're in the cup. I'm gonna paint those separately. I'm super stoked to get these guys painted. And then we actually have 29. I'm missing a metal slayer for some reason, but we have 29 slayers. We got 20 berserkers from Avatars of War, and then 9 of the old, actually 8 of the old metal slayers, and then that guy from Battle for Skull Pass. Oh, and these guys here, the old trick where you use the warriors that have cloaks as your longbeards. I was gonna do this here with the longbeards with hand weapon and shield. And I just don't have a ton of them, but I think it'll work out fine once I get them painted. We'll get another couple of unit fillers in there just to round it up to 20. I'm not going to do, there's what, 15, 17 there? I'm not going to do 13 unit filler. That would just look terrible. And then our rare infantry, we have some Iron Drakes. We got 10 Iron Drakes. I had to do the Trollhammer Torpedo just because it sounds awesome and the lore behind it is really cool, so got a unit of 10 Iron Breakers there as well. Before we move on to characters, let's do our war machines. We got 3 organ guns here. We've got a flame cannon with a grudge thrower up on the hill back there. We've got 3 mighty cannons and 2 of the metal bolt throwers. I also have Malachi Mackison's Goblin Hewer in box, brand new in box. I might open that up at some point and make it another organ gun. Not that I think I need 4, but I think it would work well as an organ gun. Plus the thing just looks really cool. And then back over here I have 2 things that are just broken and I'm missing pieces for, which is super unfortunate because I love the old gyrocopters, but I don't have the other 2 propellers, and the gunner is missing arms. And this over here, I think I'm just missing wheels, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna have to look into that and see if I can salvage that grudge thrower, because having 2 of them would be awesome. And let's move swiftly on to our characters here. So we'll start all the way over on the left, going with our Slayers. We have 4 of the different Slayer character models, some of the old GW metal ones, as well as 2 metal Avatar War Slayers. I absolutely love Slayer models. I think they're super, super cool. The lore behind them is fantastic. So this one here, painted by Big Chuck. So again, thanks Big Chuck for the paint job. Eventually he might get a new one, but we'll keep him as long as we can. Moving on to our runic section, we have a couple of rune lords and rune smiths, and we have an Anvil of Doom. Now everything is actually here for the Anvil of Doom. It just is in a very bad state of disrepair. So all of the arms and everything are here. We have our rune lord here. He's just missing his arms, which are in this pile. We have our little helper back here with the forge. So everything is there. I just need to fix it up. And our dwarf kings and our dwarf thanes, which I'm going to call dwarf lords forever, so bear with me. We've got our shield bearer lord, which I'm actually going to replace with this guy at some point. Put him on the base and put him on the shield, just because I absolutely adore this mini. This one was actually painted by me, which is kind of rare. But yeah, we'll swap those out. We have a banner, a BSB, and then we've got 3 of the different metal dwarf lords. This guy was missing his arm, but I actually got a Thunderer bit to work out very well. It still fits, so I think that's going to work out well. And then behind them, we have a couple master engineers. I would like to get the other, I think there's another metal one that I'm missing, and I would like the new plastic one as well. But these guys will work for now. And there you have it, folks. That is my 55 or 5,600 point dwarf collection. I'm super stoked to see these guys on a table again. I can't wait to get more paint on them. We're gonna fight out so many high elves, it's gonna be awesome. But yeah, folks, that's it for me today. I am going to keep you updated with some of my progress as I go through painting these dwarves and assembling more of them, etc. So make sure to subscribe, like the video, and all that sort of stuff so you can keep up to date with all of our old world content. We'll get battle reports and other stuff on here as well. Check out our Patreon if you want to support us, patreon.com/professionalcasualnetwork, as well as our Twitch, where we do live battle reports for things like Marvel Crisis Protocol, and we'll get old world on there as well. Might even dabble in 40K at some point. I'm not sure. You didn't hear that from me. But professionalcasual.com for all of your other stuff. But make sure to subscribe here to keep updated. Thanks again, everybody. Bye for now.